Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Washington Huskies and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kick. Was out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Trying to set up the screen. Quick spin on the run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll run for it. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his feet. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, sometimes you'll see that with these quarterbacks. They like to run the football, but they don't get hit in practice. So they're not always used to carrying the football and taking hits. Down the field, he made a nice play, but then got hit, gave the football up. That's a big turnover for this defense, and really nice hustle downfield coming to fall on the football.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lawson. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat on hat, giving him a tunnel to run through.
Williams throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
These red zone trips, Red has meant stopped. They've gotten nothing in 3 previous tries. Marches ahead, trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They want to run this quarterback. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. the ball makes its way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Throwing, Williams. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes one man miss. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Big play for this offense as they get into the 32.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Williams makes the grab. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense drags him down.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
It's complete to the left. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington. New set of downs after the completion. Going to the run, it's Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Reed. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Texas A&M going quickly.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Play fake, Reed. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Here's Reed to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Owens. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught by Williams on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here's Williams to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, just stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Williams fires to the big fella. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Williams to throw for it on 4th. quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Fights off a defender. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Fires left. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
To the air, it's Reed. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the field. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 38, set to kick off.
You can do that. I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Washington.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
They'll try the right side. Runs through a tackle. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created, turn it over to the other team, give them a good field position now too. Not the ideal start.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Now on the option. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way
It's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more?
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he made the extra point without problem. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Williams makes the grab on the left. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Escapes the pressure going right. Myers on the move. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and no good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Slips through the line. Got all the room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Inside a minute to go here in the third. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We open the final period with a third down play. On the direct snap, it's Owens. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Makes it past the marker. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
He's tackled.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. Shows him the stiff arm. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Find some fresh air. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tripped up for the tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Play action with Williams. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reed. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Booster, booster! Hydro, hydro!
Williams. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be...
Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game against them.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? So now it's 2nd and long. This is a designed run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looks as if he's going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find.
He uncorks one deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Huskies! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.